But to revisit something as traumatic as abuse can be frightening up front, but it's certainly worth the healing that's going to come out on the other hand.
Well, hey everybody. Happy Friday. It's Rachel here, going live for Let's Talk About. And today I would like to talk with you all about how to party like an introvert. Yeah, baby. It's the weekend, and so for some of us, we're going to be heading out and doing some social things. And for some of us, that also means that there is going to be some anxiety and some introvert energy being expanded or expended. So, I want to talk with you all a little bit about that. I was at a party a couple of weeks ago and I was noticing, I was just kind of watching myself a little bit, and I'd been hanging out for a while, talking, chatting, and I decided, you know what? It is time to walk outside. And so I stepped outside for about a good 15 minutes and just allowed myself to have a little space and room to collect myself, take a couple of deep breaths. For those of you who don't know, introvert, extrovert is sometimes a misunderstood concept when we're talking about it in the framework of the myers-briggs personality test. Now, if you don't know your myers-briggs personality, you can pop on over here to this link that I'm going to put in the comments section, and you can take that little quiz. And the idea is you want to just answer quickly, first thoughts, responses, don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it. And then what will happen is you'll end up with this 4-letter personality type. Now, I'm an INFJ, which is, hey, the most rarest type there is. That's right. So I'll take it. And that I part is where the introvert is. What this all is about is where we get our energy from. It's not about whether we're able to socialize or hang out at a party or whether we're the life of the party or not. When I go to parties, I'm often, very social and connecting with a lot of people. However, because I'm an introvert and I get my energy from being away from people, from time alone, when I'm being social, it's like my battery is draining, 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 draining. Now, with my friends who really know me, I will literally say, all right, I've hit my introvert wall. I'll see you all next time. I'm out of here. They just know. When I'm at parties where there aren't as many people who know me, or it's a mixture, and there are a couple of things that I do to take care of myself in that situation. Like I already mentioned, one of the things that I do is step away. Just take myself out of the scene for a little bit. Go outside. Sometimes I have to go into the bathroom, like wherever you can find a little spot, and take a breath, resettle, connect, and then re-engage. I also pay really close attention to my social calendar. I've really come to learn that, the number of things that I can do in any given week where I'm going to be being social and connecting with people, particularly if it's brand new people, has to be really monitored. So making sure they're either spread out or I only have a couple of those things on my calendar a week. Or if it just can't be avoided and I know there's going to be a work where there's a lot of things kind of happening and going that I want to go to, I do my best to really that next week have it very quiet, not put a lot of things on my calendar. So for those of you who are tuning in and listening, you can think a little bit about, how this shows up for you. And how do you show up in social situations? I'm talking a little bit about how we're impacted socially just based on our personality type and understanding that. And once we have a deeper understanding of our personality type, it actually tells us all sorts of things about how we relate to others, how we connect, how we communicate. And I have a little guidebook on that. So if you want to check that out, I'll put that in the notes here too. You can go and get a copy of that. It kind of breaks down each of the personality types, what the traps are for each type, what the strengths are, things to pay attention to if you're working with or interacting with a personality type that is different from yours. And that's just really helped me over the years. One of the things that I work a lot on with my clients is helping them to distinguish and determining the difference between themselves, like who they are, and this is just how you're built and your personality, from those things that are trauma-based. isn't that kind of a thing that we do and can be a real question that comes up for us? We have this part of ourselves, a way of behaving or way of being in the world, a way of interacting, and sometimes we're just not sure, like, is this me or is this the trauma? And I think being able to distinguish that and separate that out is really important work for us to do as survivors. So this tool can help you with that. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses on. I see this is getting into that age, right? I gotta have my little read. Yeah. Hey, Sam. Thanks for being here. Thanks. Yeah, feel free to share your thoughts or your experiences with the Myers-Briggs. If you know your type, feel free to put your type. I'll type mine in here just so people have it. And we can do a little Myers-Briggs personality type share here for anybody who's popping in now or later. And yeah, so if anybody has, hi Tammy, thanks for joining us. I'm just going to hang out for a little bit here, see if anybody pops in, has any questions that they want to ask. It doesn't have to be around this topic if there's just anything on your mind that you want to ask about or connect around. Ultimately, I want to encourage you all to take advantage of opportunities to be out in your communities, to be connecting with people. We can so easily get isolated, and I get it. There's so many good reasons why that happens, and I know it can be such a struggle, and I don't want to minimize that in any way. And sometimes having a deeper understanding of ourselves can help bolster us and take some of those risks to get out into our community and to try to connect with people around us. Awesome. Okay, guys, have a really beautiful weekend. If you need anything between now and next time we connect, just feel free to reach out. I'm always here as a resource and a support. And whether you're partying like an introvert this weekend or you're just hanging out or whatever you choose to do, mostly take really good care of you and check in anytime you need it. All right, guys, be well. Talk to you again soon.